The Make America Healthy Again scandal. Their AI-generated bogus citations reveal a deeper problem. Last week, MAHA Coalition released their long-anticipated MAHA report on the causes of disease in children. It quickly blew up online, not because of its groundbreaking insights, but rather because it contained 7 completely fabricated citations out of about 500 total. Those fake studies were hallucinated by an AI tool. Journalists quickly caught on, contacted the supposed authors, and received denials. The authors had never heard of the papers they were credited with writing. Those papers didn't exist. They had, however, published in similar subject areas in the past, which is why MAHA's AI tool saw fit to write them as authors on the fabricated studies. But then, interestingly, some corners of the internet brushed it aside as no big deal, saying that these 7 fictitious citations were minor mistakes because they were out of 500 total. That's like over 98% correct citations. But that math misses the point entirely. The presence of any fake citations in a report this important reveals something about the lack of expertise among the people who produced that report. If you're a professional in the biomedical sciences, you know that truly understanding the literature is a core element of your expertise. It means reading full papers, not just pulling a convenient sentence or two from a summary or from an abstract and then citing the paper to bolster your point. It means grasping the nuance, the strengths, the limitations of every study that you cite, and importantly, where that study fits within the context of the broader literature on that subject, which can only be understood by carefully reading the study and other studies in detail. It is not possible to imagine that the report authors were up to that level of rigorous academic detail if they couldn't be bothered to even check whether some of the things they were citing were real publications in the first place. Think about a PhD candidate preparing to defend their thesis. You could ask them a random question about their topic, and probably they'd be able to give you an answer with reference to a specific paper, including the author's name, the publication year. They could probably tell you to go look at a specific figure from memory and describe that figure with their eyes closed. My own PhD defense was years ago, and I still remember specific figures from other people's papers related to the topic of my dissertation that I could tell you about. That is the level of expertise that is common among actual experts. For a report that's intended to shape public policy about children's health and influence billions of dollars of public funding, this is a huge red flag. Now, in response to this criticism, I commonly get, well, don't you think that the MAHA goals of making food more healthy and reducing chronic disease are the right way forward, despite some shortcomings? And clearly, the answer is yes. These topics are critically important to public health, but it is exactly because these goals are so important that we should all demand genuine scientific rigor, not superficial pretenses of evidence. What we're seeing here is confirmation bias masquerading as science. Perhaps only 7 of the 500 citations were totally fabricated, but what does that say about how thoroughly they read the rest of the citations?